quick. If you can get in it. Right. We are live, Kev.
We are live.
For round 7, race 1. Nurburg GT.
Nurburg GP. I think this is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, I think so. Qualifying was very tight at the top. Shoulder and breeze.
Ridiculous time. 55.2.
I was going to quickly sort the grid out because everyone's flashing their bloody buttons at me. I know. Bandit 11. Nearly there. 12th was Loyal. 13th Bionic on debut. Lorry. Decent qualifying for Lorry.
Yeah, it was nice to see him up there.
UK races 15th. Break starts from back. And then it's Cutting. Oh no, right. Cutting ahead of Viper. Cutting right of race. Yes, that is the grid. Set, I think, Jonesy, Birchie, Xavier, Lethel, Ricky, Bandit, Loyal. Right, yes, right. They're all ready, aren't they? Let's
Every person is ready, Nick.
And I'm even spectating for a change.
I am too.
I've got it right. Right, who do we start with?
I'm going to go down
start with
to Lethel. 9th place, middle.
Okay. Anonymous in 4th because I think catch the back of Soda and Breeze, but then he's also got Redline, Jonesy, Birch and Xavier just behind him like
gone
last
over
week.
to TXR now.
Yep, I think it was someone else in the week, you know.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but he might have just put the wrong letters in. You never know. Still got a loading screen as always.
I'm now live.
Back Anonymous. Lot of cars there behind.
Jonesy's already out to go defensive on the inside of Birchie. Birchie's tapped the back end of Redline.
He got away.
No arm.
No, look at the battle at the front. So the runs a little while. Brad is up to 2nd place. Anonymous chucks it down the inside.
Contact at the back between Cutton and Viper. Both going.
Anonymous really wide. He's on the grass. Right, so Redline might get a run here.
Sola's in 4th.
Sola's dropping back.
He doesn't like the start of these races, does he?
No, I think he's got a problem. He's back down to 6th already.
There's no damage.
Further back.
Because I'm on his telemetry.
On board with Bionic, he's got Ricky behind him, Law 12th. UK racer just behind him. Look at this little battle. Lethel, Xavier, Birchie, Soda in 6th. He's got a bit of work to do.
Just in front.
Breeze now.
Yeah, Breeze is. He's already got a decent sized gap from Bradders.
Jump up to Lethel. He's right on the back of Birchie for. Oh no, back of Xavier for 8th. But I think the fight is up in about 6th place at the minute. Where we've got Solar in 6th.
Also, Sola's gone wide.
He's on the gravel.
On his own as well, no contact.
Not having a good start at all. Unlike Solar, normally gets a bump from someone else.
Yeah, he's normally near the back at the start of the first lap.
Try to change the skybox before the race.
Birchie caught the back of Redline. Lethel jumps into the pits.
So, Ricky in the pits and Lethel in the pits. Let's go and have a look at Jonesy in 4th. A bit of a gap to leaders already.
Bionic's at the back.
From Redline.
He's had contact from the rear. I can see Bionic's car. Quite heavy contact.
Goes defensive call. Catches the back of Jonesy a little bit. We've got Redline all over the back end of him now.
Now let's be honest, you can imagine the swear words coming out of Mr. Jordan's mouth right now, can't you?
Probably. Well, red line sends
Red
down the
line's
inside.
right
Should
on the
get that done.
inside. It's,
Nice pass.
that was lovely done.
Well, Birchie might get a run. We'll have to tuck back in behind. Let's have a look further back. So who pitted?
So,
Rakes, Bandits, Willie, Ricky, Nafel. UK Racers dropped back to 14.
yeah, Nafel, Ricky, Bandit, Rakes. Cutton and UK Racer either had contact or they were just really slow on that lap. Because they are both miles behind.
Well, UK Racer was in amongst it on 13th. He was just behind Loyal, so I think something's happened. Johnson ball with Xavier in 7th.
Do you know, I've just jumped on the same car, Nick.
Well, Solar's now coming back. Really, he's leading. Bradder's a little bit back, anonymous safely in 3rd. Then we've got this queue of cars, 4th back to.
Yeah, no one's getting anywhere.
Yeah, 8th place Solar. No one really. Well, Solar's it. It's just gone backwards. That's
yeah,
all.
he's not even really gaining that much. Oh, he's on the braking. He's on caught the back of Xavier. That is the truth.
I think that is all to do with this skybox, that sunlight. Solar pits in, Birchie pits in as well.
They're getting caught under the sun, coming into the chicane.
There he is. Looks like a little battle between UK Racer and Cutton.
Yeah, I'm looking at Laurie as well. Laurie's got himself up to 8th.
With Viper in 9th. Looking at the back of Laurie.
Everyone else seems pretty separated, so I'm going to keep on Bionic. He's got on the outside of Viper. Viper's going to come back down the inside. Keeps it very wide, does Bionic. Gives him a lot of space. To be honest, I think I'd have squeezed him then. Bionic's got a very simple paint job for this. It's nice to see him bothered, but you know.
He's got the number boards on at least, which is always a good start. No real battles to mention, unless there's something going on with the guys that have pitted. Yeah, Bionic's still there.
Yeah, Nofel and Birchie are back to back. Solar's behind him, he must have decided he's had enough and pitted.
And go back with Solar in 15th, got Nafel in front, looking at the back of Birchie for 13th, but these have pitted obviously. Solar's so much later on the brakes, isn't he?
Yeah. I think that's where the speed difference, lap times come from though, isn't it? It's that braking.
That's where the time up, yeah.
And how smooth he was through there as well. Look at the gap he's pulled.
Yeah. He should be making a move. It's probably for the fill in the chicane, I would have thought. But, right, he's got him all lined up now, hasn't he? We'll see. Oh, we know he'll send it down the inside as well. A little bit cautious, maybe. Yeah, we should have the inside line down into the last corner, though. That's kind of that one place to 14th now. Next up will be Birchie. Let's go back to Bionic and Laurie.
I was going to say, Laurie and Bionic are still pretty close. Laurie's slightly ahead. Not a lot in it. Breeze is starting to stretch his legs out front. Really, Solar and Birchie and Nafel is the only real fight. As Nafel got back on the inside of Solar. Solar's on the inside again. Ooh, takes the racing line away from Nafel. Nafel's got the inside line coming in. Can Solar scream around the outside to give him the inside of the next corner?
The inside next corner,
yeah. Can Nafel switch back, get the drive?
probably just get away now.
Well, you didn't last time.
Still UK Racer and Cutton are still close, 10th and 11th. Alright, well Cutton's made a mistake I think, so UK Racer through for 10th. Laurie and Bionic. Bionic's got in front,
yeah.
got away a little bit. Let's go up to Redline in 5th. Jones in front of him, Xavier a little gap behind. Not quite Laguna at the minute this.
No, it's not, is it?
Bradley's in second. Breezes, well, breezed away really, isn't he?
Let's be honest though, we did have the heady heights of Laguna's take up.
Let's go back to 13th, Solar and Birchie now. We'll try and get close on the fall. He's had a hard race so far.
It's good though. Jones is getting close down by a red line.
Right, let's have a look what else is going on then. Well, red line Jones and
yeah, that's what I'm watching. I think they're not close enough to start fighting yet, but they're 50 feet away. Jonesy looks a bit raggedy though.
Red line definitely catching him up. Midway point. Still half the pack get to pit though.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I think
no,
it's
11.
down to
Top 11 still to
Cutting
pit.
the 11th, yeah. Solar has got in
Solar
front
got in
of
front
Birchie's
of
up
me.
to 12.
There you go, yep.
Well, red line's all over the back of Jonesy now.
Surprising,
Moved
this
down
is
into
literally,
turn one, I
yeah,
thought.
he caught him up quite well. I don't think he's close enough. I think Jones is keeping that distance. So you've got Jonesy just covering himself there from red line. Can red line get close enough to attack? He seems to have a better line through the first part of this.
I'll be
Oh, he's
interested
got
when
the
they
drive.
pick where these two are to Solar.
Jonesy's going to have to defend. It's going to should give him the chance to switch back coming out of this corner. No, Jonesy hold it well. Jonesy's not that secure though.
No, he's got inside line going into the airpin now though.
But it is an airpin you can hang around the outside of.
He is, I think Jonesy went a little bit wide there.
Yeah. It didn't do him any harm. But this is all helping Birchie and Solar.
But it's helping, yeah, it's helping those that have pitted. Although by the looks of things, I think a few more have pitted.
Twitch there from
Yeah,
red line.
Cutton's pitted. Yeah, Cutton UK Racer, they've all pitted. Law in 7th. Or we're still in 8th, so we're up to 9th now. So he's the leader of those that are pitted.
Jonesy's thrown himself into the pit. Red line stayed out. I think the couple of laps, if red line can stay out for a couple of laps and keep it clean, he will get the gap he needs. No brakes and Bionic are close. That's going to bring Laurie out in this fight as well when Laurie decides to pit. They catch up to Bandits Willie like he's not even there under braking. He's an early breaker, is Bandit. Brakes, didn't get the name no brakes for no reason. Yeah, there seems to be gaps everywhere at the moment. As if they realise they spoiled us last weekend.
Well, I think so, yeah.
Last week's contact between Bandit and Brakes. Brakes pulls out to the inside again. Bandit keeps going.
Yeah, this is the closest battle I think in a minute, isn't it?
Bandit with the shocking paint job. Come on, Bandit, you could do better than that. Brakes is a bit squirrely under acceleration. It's going to give Bionic a run on him.
Yeah, this is the only battle really at the minute. Or 15th or 13th.
I don't know where Laurie will turn out. There could be another place up for grabs here as well.
Yeah,
When Laurie pits, he'll come.
Yeah, there's a lot. He's got a big gap up to Law in 6th. Xavier 5th, red line. Anonymous there in 3rd. Long way up to Bradders and Breeze. Bradders is what, 50 points behind Solar in this at the minute. So he needs to get close.
Bionic cracking line through there. No brakes, made the error. Bionic got past him. That was purely about as Bandit smokes up the tyre. We'll give Bionic a run coming down the straight. Well, the not straight. Is he going to put under braking? Probably not with that sun in his eyes again. He gets the much better line than Bandit.
Bandit's back end of his car's a bit squiggy, isn't it?
Yeah, Bionic will do well just to get him turned in. No brakes soon got on the back of this again.
Bandit got away down that straight. That's a red line 7th.
Picked up from Laurie, sorry.
Yeah, well, we're back with
Laurie
red
ends up
line
a
because
fair
he's
bit behind.
on the back of Jonesy getting off the pit stops.
I've got this three-man party at the minute.
So he's up to 5th after pit stop, so he's jumped. He's managed to jump Jonesy, red line, Birchie out the pit stops.
He's right on the back of Anonymous, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty close. I would have thought by the end of the lap he would be that bit close. I'll jump back to red line though.
I think we're in for an interesting last lap and a half.
You see the Breeze is in, Bradders is in. Just leaves Xavier yet to pit.
Xavier is in, I think. Yep, Xavier is in.
We go back. Where did Laurie come out for the pits? 15th, Arctic 13th, still on the back of Bandits. Let's go back up to Solar and Anonymous. Solar so much later on the brakes again. Now he's all over the back of Anonymous.
Coming through the first corner. Coming up to the first corner. He's not gonna, I don't think he's going to be close enough.
Xavier's about to leave the pits as well. See him dropping down a few places.
I see AMR Cheetah, who's now GTR Cheetah's watching. Hello, Jono.
Well, he could have had a little.
He could have.
They've still been running, couldn't it?
Fancy race too, mate.
Got a Solar.
Back in the grid.
Solar might cut back. Oh, Anonymous just hangs on.
Ooh,
Bit of a
just
touch.
hangs on.
And that 9 or 10.
It's the move. Anonymous is defending well so far.
Well, he's only got to do it for another lap and a half. Hang on for a podium. Brad safely out in 2nd. Breeze, yes, there has been literally been a breeze.
Yeah, and it's, it's one of them races you feel for because we haven't watched him at all. But that's just the display he's shown so far.
He'll get some racing in race 2 for sure, won't he? He'll start 10th. At the moment, well, Solar's all over the back of Anonymous now. Big Law on pole as it stands at the minute. Ripley's there with him in 11th.
Cheetah says he's interested in race 2.
Jump in.
He said anyone got a tune. I was like, yeah, there's a few. He's coming.
Get in. Get involved, Jono. On to Nafel and Xavier now, 8th and 9th.
Was Solar squeezes Anonymous through the chicane. Anonymous had to cut the chicane just to get through.
Go back up. Solar.
Solar's now into third.
And that's where he'll finish probably. Go back to Nafel and Xavier. Pretty much side by side as they cross the start finish. Phil.
Anonymous under braking, give it a good go then.
The fell through
just
for 8th place.
Let this go.
Have a look what we got. Anonymous and got back a little bit now. Jones is in 5th, Redline 6th, Birchie 7th, Nafel 8th, Xavier 9th, Loyal 10th, Ricky 11th at the minute. Cutting in last, UK Racer 17th. Jump back to brakes, is he any? Still there with Bandit a little bit. Go back to Nafel, let's see if Xavier's got back a little bit as
See
well.
if he's going to come back.
Don't look like it. We might just have half a lap with Breeze. Very,
You know what, that sounds very fair.
yeah, he has drove away, hasn't he, really?
Yeah, yeah. Again, we can forgive him for the paint job. Just because he's winning.
Well, he's got number boards at least. He ain't got a picture of a horse.
No. Well, the horse was a winner for me.
Well, the horse should have stayed. So,
He's
he's on the grass.
Just as we stopped watching him, he makes a mistake.
Perhaps he's been doing that all race. Don't know, dear.
Well, if he's still this quick and making that mistake every time.
Wins race 1. That's Bradders who'll cross the line for 2nd.
Yeah, Bradders has picked up good points again in the BMWs.
Yeah, well, he's clawed some points back on Solar, who will cross the line for 3rd. Just ahead of Anonymous in 4th. Be 5th for Jones, 6th for Redline.
Stayed ahead.
7th for Birchie, 8th for Nafel there, just ahead of Xavier. Lowell brings home 10th, Ricky just behind him in 11th. Let's go back to 12th. There's Bionic. Snow Bandits, Woody 13th, 14th for no brakes. There's Laurie for 15th, 16th for Viper. UK Racer crosses the line for 17th.
Yeah, Steve Cutting for 18th as well.
Cutting home for 18th place.
As the stream goes nuts.
As it would do.
Oh, enjoyable race. Long gaps though.
Right, so that was the end of race 1. Let's have a quick look at who's in. Let's have a look at the results.
Oh, it's just gone out.
Fastest lap goes to Breeze as well. So far it's picked up maximum points. Fastest lap. And a pole. Run down, Bradders 2nd, Solar 3rd, Anonymous 4th, Jones in 5th. Redline 6th, Birchie 7th, Nafel 8th, Xavier 9th, Laurel 10th, that's the top 10. We'll take a short break, we'll be back for race 2.